I totally get that. Hello. I feel like Melphis is, because of where he is in the game, is the hardest boss if you're not decently leveled. Yeah, I can agree with that. I always had trouble on Melphis when I first played the game. I think because I played the game a lot, I don't have as much trouble with him, but...
Take this.
Yeah, I could see that. Melphis definitely isn't easy, by any stretch of the word. There are people that say Grandia 2 is too easy. And while Grandia 2 isn't the hardest game ever, I don't really see where they're coming from, to be honest.
What a cinch.
I know it has a hard mode now, so especially that shouldn't be the case anymore, but there are people who say normal mode in Grandia 2 is too easy. And while I agree it's on the easier side, I don't think it's, like, too easy. But I might be in the minority with that. I don't know. Basically what I'm trying to say is while Grandia 2's difficulty is like not overly difficult and on the easier side, I still think difficulty on normal is plenty fine. Hey, save point. I've been streaming for 3 hours, my word. Hey guys, I think I missed a treasure in this map. We'll get to Dom Ruins, go back and use those mana eggs, then we'll do Dom Ruins. I'm taking advantage of the fact that I'm actually having fun talking with chat, so I'm using that as an excuse to grind.
Oh,
Especially because this is Redux and we're gonna have to battle more anyway. Because like the game is harder. Okay, we missed a treasure on this map. It's all the way at the west. Yeah, I'm using that to my advantage that like I'm grinding a lot now. Hey Sue, how's it going? Need to kill you. Read an article a few years back that Grandia Extreme was voted 8th hardest PlayStation 2 game ever by the readers. Oh, Grandia Extreme? That game sucks. I didn't even finish it. It sucks. I gave up like halfway through because the characters and story were lame and the dungeon crawling aspect was annoying because every time you left, the puzzles reset. That game did not have... But that game did not have patience. Like, that game did not have respect for my time. At all. So I just put it down.
now I'm really angry.
Hey, Fina. Burn this bird. Burn the bird!
This'll teach you.
What's the difference between Redux and H3 Remaster? Redux is a patch. This is a hard mode patch. They patched the PS1 version. They edited enemy stats, enemy HP, boss stats, boss HP. They made the game harder, basically. So, it's a harder version of Grandia. It's essentially if Grandia had a hard mode. The Redux patch, which is what I'm playing now. Except they also added new... Yo, mid-air cut. Let's go. I love that move. They also added new items. They edited, like, character statistics in it. So they didn't just make the game harder. They, like, rebalanced the game in Redux. They did a lot more than just change the strength of bosses and enemies. And the remaster is the legal port, the port that we got to Switch. That has Grandia 1 and 2 bundled together. Which mostly just has, like, upscale graphics. That's about it. And a hard mode for Grandia 2. But unfortunately, not a hard mode for Grandia 1. Which is why I'm playing this Redux patch. And I hope this Redux patch is, like, good. Like, and not frustrating. Because so far it's been fun. Challenge is very much appreciated. I lost where I am. I'm still looking for this treasure I missed. I'm gonna fight the snake. It's not gonna let me go. You described how I felt in the last 90 minutes of Baldur's Gate. That's funny. I never played Baldur's Gate 3. I heard good things about Baldur's Gate 3. It got like some game awards, I'm sure, right? I heard about it. I'm not a big D&D guy, so I don't think I would like it, but...
Here goes! Oh, flame burn 'em!
It burned. It's an awesome port of both games. Yeah, I think the remaster is great. I play them on Switch, but yeah, I agree. My PC's never been the best, so I don't play much PC games because I have a new PC now, so I might play more PC games now, but I think they're great.
Not bad,
There's like
eh?
There's like some graphical glitches in the remaster. Like I know some of the like they used a filter or something, so some of the enemy sprites look weird. They have like a box on them that you can see when you damage them. It's especially apparent in like the final boss and Gadwin. But overall, the remaster is accessible. It looks nice, and it's a good way to play, especially if you're wanting to get into Grandia, which more people should. It's the most accessible way to play the game, and it's good. It couldn't be any worse. It's a good enough way to play the game, basically. Alright. I need to figure out how I'm going to get this treasure. I'm going to want to go all the way south, I think. Or mostly south. This is money. Okay, this money is near the map scope. That's a good sign. So now I just go all the way west and I should grab it. By the way, if you're playing Grandia, use Enjoy if you're fine with using maps. Enjoy has the best maps on this game. I used it for my remastered playthrough and I'm using it now again. Very helpful. Very easy to
This'll
use.
teach you.
For grabbing all the treasures and stuff. Hey guys. Oh, Sue, you're gonna get so much Earth experience here. Baldur's Gate is a great game, but everything in the last 90 minutes is designed to waste your time. Yeah, that sounds rough. I hate games that drag on for far too long. And, like, the end of the game feels pointless. I play games like that. Go for a Brim Flame here. Eventually, I'm gonna have to start working on Whip with Fina. Although, we're gonna get Wind with her, so I'll probably work on Wind as first. That challenge is Redux without grind and without mana eggs. Oh my word, don't. I would never. Only if I hated myself. Midorka feels like it carries you throughout the biggest portion of the game. Midorka is really good. Goated skill, to be honest. Hello. What do we have here? Pow fruit. I wonder who I'm gonna give this to. This is like the hardest. This is Justin. Wow, chat, that was the hardest decision I ever had to make. Alright, now we should be good to move on. Grab Fina her magic. Maybe give, like... Maybe I'll give Justin a magic. Maybe I'll use one of the mana eggs on Justin. Sue is only missing wind, and Fina's getting wind now. Alright. Alright. Wind, Fina. I have one more mana egg. I can either get Sue Wind to finish her off, or I think I can give Justin a spell. I don't want to give Fina another spell right now, because we're going to be working on Wind with her. I don't want to overwhelm her. So I kind of want to give it to Justin or Sue. If I give it to Justin, it might just be... I don't know. Like... Maybe just water for extra healing. I'll do that. Why not? Also just get more HP, because why not? Okay, Justin gets all healer, or all heal. Sue does not get all heal. She gets healer. Justin gets all heal, because all heal does not cost 8. There is no way all heal needs you to get 8. Alright. So if I can buy more equipment, I gladly do that. I don't really think I need that. Actually, maybe weapons will be better. Maybe like a better throwing weapon for Sue. Like the poison bow. Although it's less move, I feel like it's not worth it. I think we're fine, actually. I'm kind of good on equipment right now. Maybe I'll buy like those MP ups. Because I think the Dom Ruins are pretty long. Yeah, do that. Doesn't Justin need Fire and Earth for the Gawain attack? Yes, Justin does need that. We are gonna get Fire and Earth on Justin, but we have to wait anyway to get that move because it's through a story sequence, so yeah. Again, Grandia gives you more mana eggs than you need. Oh no, Justin, let's get your water magic up. Yeah, Sue has poison. The mushroom is a poison effect. Anything Grandia does is done better by Grandia 2. Okay, this talk again. The Grandia 1 or 2, which one's better? Grandia 2 is objectively probably better. It does a lot of things better. It's the second game, so I mean, it improves on Grandia 1. That's no secret. I'll admit that. I'll agree with that. Everyone I talk to, and I feel personally, if someone says they like Grandia 1 or 2 more, it's either two things. It's either personal preference or the fact that, oh, Grandia 2 is so much better. Both are very good. The gameplay is done better in Grandia 2. The gameplay is done better in Grandia 2, I'll agree there. Personally, I like the leveling system of Grandia 1 more than the leveling system of Grandia 2. Not to say Grandia 2 is bad, but I like the leveling system of Grandia 1 more. I feel like it's like a pendulum. It's like, there's things I like more about Grandia 1, there's things I like more about Grandia 2. Grandia 2 has my favorite protagonist, so it has that going for it. I think both games do their stories really well. They're honestly basically a tie in my mind. Even though I'd probably say Grandia 1's my favorite game, but if Grandia 1's my favorite game, and Grandia 2's like right behind it, top 3 probably. They're both very good. It just sucks that Grandia like went down the wayside after the first 2 games.
Come on, everyone! Let's go!
But yeah, I adore both of them a lot. Airbolt, 2 of the best games to ever exist. Oh, Defenseless doesn't work on you, huh? But yeah, I honestly don't fault anyone for saying Grandia 1 or 2 is better. They're both very good. If you come to me and say Grandia 1's your favorite, I respect you. If you say Grandia 2's your favorite, I respect you. I don't think there's a single... Like, I see both sides of the spectrum. Because in a way, I'm kind of torn between them too. I'm very torn, because Grandia 2, I really like Ryudo. He's my favorite protagonist, probably. And I really like Justin too, but Ryudo is, oh, so great. And the gameplay's better in Grandia 2. But then, like, Grandia 1 has, like, the adventure. It's like, they're both so good. I can't choose.
All right, we won!
I really can't. The more I talk about it, the more difficult it is to choose. Like, yeah, I say Grandia 1's my favorite game, but the more I think about Grandia 2 and the more I talk about its strengths, I'm like, I actually cannot choose. I just say Grandia 1's my favorite game, but legitimately, I actually just barely can choose between the two. They're both that good. Ooh, money. I love money. Yeah, the gameplay mechanics are definitely better in 2. That's one of the things 2 does better. It's a newer game, though. You kind of expect that, right? I mean, like, when you have a sequel to a game, you expect the gameplay to get better. That's a step in the right direction for Grandia 2, because, I mean, you should improve the gameplay with your second game. But yeah, I agree with that. I definitely agree with you. Money? Like the more serious tone of Grandia 2 has over Grandia 1? Grandia 1 seems childish. Yeah, again, personal preference thing. If you like darker games, you'll like Grandia 2 more. If you like lighthearted games and don't mind it, Grandia 1 might be more up your alley. Again, it's a personal preference thing. At the end of the day. Again, both are respectable picks. They're both very good. Grandia 1 and 2 have different... Like, they're both Grandia games. They both have Grandia's charm. They both have Grandia's, like, quality writing. And Grandia's fun gameplay. They're both Grandia games. Grandia 2 doesn't feel any different. Well, it is different, but, like, it doesn't feel like not a Grandia game, you know? And it really just, like... To me, it just depends. It's personal preference. I've seen both sides of the spectrum to be like, I like Grandia 1 more. I like Grandia 2 more. Which is great. You have two fantastic games. We're working on Wind with you. I forgot. Yow, it's hot. I love that line. I forgot how much I love it.
Take this.
Personal preference. Where to discuss if not a Grandia stream? Yeah, exactly. Of course. I love the discussion. I'm just saying, I've had this conversation a lot with people, not just in Grandia streams, in Lunar streams as well, because Lunar is similar. But yeah, Grandia 2 and 1 are both high quality. Basically, the point I'm trying to get across is like, if you say Grandia 1 or 2 is your favorite, I'm not going to fault you. I'm just going to be like, yeah, very fair. There are sequels that are worse. Now, the way you say that, you imply Grandia 2 is bad. The way that sentence sounds is like, oh, this sequel's like, is like, not great. Grandia 2 is a great game. It's like a great sequel. But, Grandia 2 is more than just good, it's fantastic. But yeah. Come on. And we'll be playing, for raiders that are still here, I'm gonna replay Grandia 2 immediately after this playthrough. Because I want this hard mode patch, but I also want newer playthroughs of them on the channel. So I'm going to be playing Grandia 2 immediately after. Yow!
Oh, flame burn 'em!
Well, Grandia 3 is a bad game. That game sucks. If we're talking about Grandia 2 to 3, then that's fine, but... we were talking about Grandia 1 and 2. And Grandia 3 just sucks. Like, there's no two ways about it.